Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are jumping straight into the year 2257 to break down what is essentially a high-stakes political thriller that just happens to be set in space. We're talking about a fragile peace, a shocking assassination attempt, and a conspiracy that could throw the entire galaxy right back into an all-out war. And our story kicks off with that very powerful line. It's signaling a brand new chapter for humanity. See, after a devastating war that almost wiped them out completely, this third age is being born from a single, unique place built out in the black, a real symbol of hope in a very, very dangerous galaxy. And that place? It's called Babylon 5. Now, you gotta understand, this is the last of its kind. The first 4 Babylon stations, well, they were either sabotaged, destroyed, or just vanished without a trace. So this 5th attempt, it's carrying the immense weight of preventing another catastrophic war. The whole thing is being run by Earth Alliance Commander Jeffrey Sinclair. And the station, it's right on the verge of finally fulfilling its primary mission, to get ambassadors from every single major galactic power under one roof to create a kind of permanent UN in space for peaceful talks. But let's be clear, this is not some friendly get-together. The political landscape here is an absolute minefield. You've got the Narn and the Centauri, who are ancient enemies just locked in this bitter rivalry. And on top of that, you have the fresh, catastrophic wounds from the recent Earth-Minbari war. I mean, humanity was on the verge of total extinction before the Minbari just inexplicably surrendered. It's a mystery that still hangs over absolutely everyone. So the final piece of this very delicate puzzle is the arrival of the ambassador from the super-secretive and mysterious Vorlon Empire. But Ambassador Kosh shows up 2 days early, completely catching everyone off guard. And what was supposed to be a moment of triumph, well, it almost instantly spirals into a full-blown crisis. In just a handful of minutes, the entire station is thrown into total chaos. Commander Sinclair, the one guy who was supposed to be there to greet the ambassador, gets conveniently trapped by a malfunctioning transport tube. By the time he finally gets there, the Vorlon diplomat is already on the brink of death. Okay, so desperate for any kind of answer, Sinclair's team brings in the station's telepathist, Lita Alexander, to do this really dangerous and totally unauthorized mind scan. And what she sees is crystal clear, and it is absolutely damning. It's an image of Commander Sinclair himself attacking the ambassador. And then, medical analysis comes back and confirms the absolute worst. This wasn't some sudden illness, it was an attempted assassination. And the only witness they have has just implicated the one person in charge of keeping the peace on Babylon 5. This is bad. Right, so with the station commander now being the prime suspect, the investigation is immediately ripped out of his hands. Earth Central orders the station's advisory council to get together and decide Sinclair's fate. And this just ignites a massive political firestorm. The vote itself is just a masterclass in political maneuvering. The Narn and Centauri ambassadors who've never been big fans of humanity, they eagerly vote yes, let's extradite Sinclair. But then the Minbari ambassador, Delin, she mysteriously abstains. The whole thing is deadlocked until the Narn ambassador plays his trump card. He has a proxy vote from the Vorlons. And just like that, Sinclair's fate is sealed. He's being sent to the Vorlon homeworld to stand trial. And the evidence just keeps piling up. The poison they used is this super rare stuff, fluorazine, only found in one place, the Damocles sector. And who's quick to point this out? The Narn ambassador, of course, who just got back from that very sector, Sinclair's girlfriend, a traitor. The case against him looks completely airtight. But you know who's not buying any of this? Security Chief Michael Garibaldi. Not for a second. He trusts Sinclair. He knows something is deeply wrong here. So, while all the politicians are debating, he starts his own quiet, off-the-books investigation, just pulling at all the loose threads of the official story. And this is where Garibaldi's whole investigation just blows wide open. He finds this impossible contradiction. He and the station's telepath both saw this guy Werner gambling in the casino after he was already dead. This ghost sighting tells him something is way off, and it points him right to Varner's shady business dealings. And here it is, the key to the entire conspiracy, the changeling net. This thing is highly illegal, totally unstable tech that's basically the ultimate camouflage. It lets you look like anyone. So think about it. The telepath didn't actually see Sinclair attack the ambassador. She saw an assassin wearing his face. The investigation leads Sinclair and Garibaldi to the real culprit, a member of a rogue Minbari warrior caste. This guy is a holdout from the war, who just refuses to accept the surrender. And his whole goal? Frame a human war hero, reignite the war between Earth and Minbar, and completely shatter the dream of Babylon 5. It all comes down to this dramatic confrontation where Sinclair faces the assassin. The changeling net, being totally unstable, overloads and kills the warrior. And just like that, the commander's name is cleared and the station is saved from being blown to bits by a very angry Vorlon warship that was sitting just outside. But Sinclair knows this isn't really over. He's figured out that the Narn regime was in on it, that they smuggled the assassin on board. So, to keep them in line, he runs this brilliant bluff. He convinces the Narn ambassador that he's basically a walking time bomb, ready to detonate if the Narn ever endanger the station again. It's a total lie, but it works. And with that, the immediate crisis is over. Ambassador Kosh is going to be okay, Sinclair is in the clear, and the station is finally officially open for business. That fragile dream of peace, it's still intact. But I think everyone now realizes just how easily it can all be broken. And this, right here, is the real takeaway. Yeah, the assassination plot was solved, but it dug up a much deeper, more personal mystery. What is this hole in Sinclair's mind? Turns out, there's a 24-hour period during the war's final climactic battle that he has no memory of. The immediate conspiracy is over, but the central mystery of Babylon 5, well, that has only just begun.